Recording.
Recording is
It's recording.
on. Alt F6. Let's see. Alt F6. It's not telling me whether it's recording or not.
Who knows?
So
Tell
dumb.
me when the game starts.
Non-need camera off. Status indicator, please. FPS counter.
Wait, hold on. Let me
Not
stop
there.
streaming your voice. Stupid dumbass move. Yeah.
Traveling to Horizon.
How's your weekend been?
Colony.
How's my weekend been? It's been alright. Can't complain.
Are we?
Alright, sounds good.
Oh, look at that
Welcome
fidget spinner
back
go.
to another week of AOL. Australian Overwatch something. Amateur Australian Overwatch League. That's it. I got it. I got it eventually.
Amateur league.
Restart. please.
AOO.
Oh, looks like we're
AAOL.
getting a game restart.
Game restart?
So Tanklord is indisposed today, so he will be observing. So instead, I have Munsky with me. Hi,
Hello.
Munsky.
Hello.
How are you
Oh.
today?
I just asked you that question. It's not fair to turn that on me. Just because you want to create content for like nothing. Was it like non-content?
This is the true test of a caster skill. It's killing
Whether
all the
they can-
downtime as the match
Killing
is
all the time,
So,
killing the dead air, filling
Yeah.
it with anything we want, waffles, cheese, just anything. I'm proud of myself. I made mushroom soup today. It actually smells really
Did you
good.
say mushroom soup or muffin soup?
No, mushroom soup. Muffin soup's
Mushroom.
disgusting.
Muffin soup. What the hell is
It's-
that?
It's what happens when you leave your muffin tray, which with burnt muffins inside, in the sink overnight, and then it just
Oh,
soaks up and it grows like 3 times. And then
Well-
you have to scrub it off, and that's muffin soup.
Today I learned. Well, Munsky, you are a member of Coot Sox, and you played Bjorn to win last week. So
Did
what did
we?
you think of them?
I don't know. We were too busy like dying, falling over each other. Oh, we did pick up towards the end. Like Cute Sox did well, I think. Like towards the end, managed to take almost 1 game off them. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
proud.
you guys. Yeah, you put up decent fight. Thought.
Decent. Trying to
What?
find a word. Good, nah. Average, nah. Decent, yeah, decent.
Decent fight. Yeah, like, that's just how I speak, man. Please stop that. Funny.
I wish we
Anyway.
could control the camera a little bit. The inside of this room is really pretty. There's a little satellite I've never
Can you press
noticed.
R to
before.
go through the telescope in spectator mode? Let's find out.
Well, I'm recording a little bit, so I don't know if people want this VOD, but they just need a lot of like internal shots of this spawn. So beautiful.
Are you?
9 point.
Tanklo just said gravity is 9.807 meters per second squared. I'm not sure if that was actually recorded on stream.
I think he's muted himself.
What?
Oh, it doesn't say that on the telescope. Okay. Also, it now sounds like I'm talking to no one.
Yeah, you are pretty much talking to no one.
Let's show them what we can do.
We can see the
Anyway.
soldier flanking.
Anyway,
Sure, why not?
if we go back to our two teams who are actually playing. YOLO were the strongest team last week, I thought. They did have 3 subs.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
Something.
Is YOLO defending or attacking this round? Attacking?
Bjorn to win is
Okay.
defending and YOLO is attacking.
Little Bird has told me attacking.
Yes, that's right. YOLO chose to attack, and Bjorn to win chose not. So
Oh, I thought we were having like a cute sub, but apparently they got all their players online.
oh, that's good. So we'll have 2 full teams this time.
We have actual teams.
Yeah. YOLO starts off their attack. They're getting. It's an interesting Reaper pick.
You
see
can
a
see
lot
the
of-
tactical stickers there. Oh,
the
going
Reaper
left.
soldier, they're going through the left side now.
they're staying together really well. Oh, they've decided to pull back. What is this?
Not sure why they
What is
decided
the
to pull back
strategy?
there. That was
Oh,
Excuse me for dropping in.
Winston. I think they're pushing out through top, and you can see that. Oh gosh! Wow.
Well, Whitney gets taken out early by Norza, but YOLO is still pushing in. Yeah. They may need to fall
YOLO's
back.
Diva is having a little skirmish
Dark
off there.
Prince gets taken
Oh,
out.
YOLO's Diva
Tetris gets
has.
taken out by Morgan.
There we go. We shouldn't
He
both.
takes out the Reinhardt, and I think YOLO will definitely have to fall back here as they get cleaned up. Rinny's kind of all on his own, so he might get staggered here by YOLO players, but
My ultimate is charged.
maybe not. He gets away. So it's a weird, like, engage and then disengage there. It looks like they initially wanted to take the lower ground, and then
I think professional
Pull back.
commentators call these things mind games.
I'm not sure if that was a mind game.
I'm not sure if it's a mind
I don't
game.
know what to really call that, but they're going to take the right side here this time and go up the stairs. Looks like, but the Reinhardt's kind of on his own.
Are they going to space? No, no space.
Not taking the space route as Bjorn
Both
to win
Divas going to be
aggressively
low in
dives
their
in here.
games this fight.
Nanobus goes onto the Reinhardt on Yon Hero. He's just swinging away. Self-destruct is committed, but gets nothing in the end. Kills being traded left and right. Corner Wong also pops Attack Visor, gets Dark Prince, but it looks like YOLO's got a man advantage, so they're going to try and get onto the point here as the spawn time is definitely over them. Death Blossom is
Winston's picked up by the Death
pulled out by Opti, and he gets Norza. So it looks like this will be a
It's
first
just
point
again,
pattern.
just Genji left for Genji. Diva will be able to touch it, but this is the last chance to contest. Genji goes down.
That's right. And
Diva has been demech. Sneaky trying her best. Oh, poor Diva.
so Beyond to Win have to fall back here to the second point.
Commence attack on objective B.
Sneaky is being taken out rather late, but he should be able to respawn by the time the push comes in. As they're trying to go through the right side high ground choke. Self-destruct goes in, gets 3 kills!
Wow.
Brilliant self-destruct there from from YOLO. And they clean up the rest with Attack Visor, and OptiCG helps out as well with the kill to Chetches. And they're
Again,
going to
it
get a
falls
lot
down to yellow
of cap
players.
time off this push. As they're almost onto 2 ticks. Sound barrier comes out from the Lucio Beyond to Win Henry. So they're trying to they need to get onto the point. Sneaky's on the point now. Kernel 1 taking out Morgan's mech, and Morgan taking out Henry though, and Morgan taking out Kernel Wong as well. Rini takes out Sneaky's mech, and the Dragon Blade's out now for yellow players. He gets 1 on Morgan, and he's dashing around. Norza getting Shaman showman here, but OptiCG builds up another Death Blossom, pulls it out, gets 3 kills, and they should be able to cap as soon as they manage to take out Colonel Wong on the Reaper. And they take him out, and that should be the cap. So very, very fast snowball cap there, with 4 minutes and 20 seconds, nice, left on the clock.
to 2. Switching sides.
So what did you think about that, Monsky? It was a very fast cap from YOLO.
I don't know what to think about that. I thought that I was about to comment on before the Diva ult. I was about to comment on, oh, look at that great positioning. Look at YOLO plays up there in the rafters with the Genji, and then suddenly 3 people died, and it was just downhill from there.
That self-destruct was amazing. He just came in, and then none of them could get off the point in time and behind cover, and killed 3 players. So that really opened it up. And yeah, I know. I did tell him. I did say that. That's why I was like, nice.
Oh, I've never noticed how good
YOLO.
the sun looks
420 YOLO,
from inside
man.
this building. Oh, the security cameras. I've never seen this before.
Down to it.
I'm learning so much from spectator mode.
You're
No one would ever know these things, but now I do. And now so does the rest of the stream, I guess. All like 3 viewers.
Mansky is discovering the amazing technology that we have in Overwatch.
The complexities of map design. The beautiful security camera accents.
Well,
What do you think happened? Oh, have you ever noticed this thing here? Well, no one can see my camera, but just outside the attacker spawn, you can see like paw prints going up a wall over this
okay.
upturned desk.
it's a bit of lore there.
It's a bit of lore.
Well, it
And
looks
going
like
into this broken, looks like a monkey climbed through here, killed literally everyone in this room, and you can see paw prints. Is that like racist to call them paw prints? Leading
well, it
out.
looks like YOLO's gonna have another one of their forward YOLO defenses. So they're running the Sombra, definitely a popular pick on Horizon. As the attack starts off for Bjorn to win, they're taking the left side, sorry, and they discover the members of YOLO. As they dive down onto them, Young Hero immediately gets grenaded, so I think he's going to get taken down quickly, and yes, he does, by Yellow players, but not before he gets Colonel Wong on the Doomfist. Couple of kills now in the way of YOLO, and it looks like Bjorn to win will have to pull back, but Sneaky is on the point all by himself. Doesn't look like he's going to last that long, as he gets hacked, and he's still alive somehow, but he gets taken out. So that late kill is probably going to
the hack was a definite corner.
Yeah. But that's going to delay Bjorn to win second push here, as they have to pull back.
I was surprised. It looked good for Bjorn to win for a second, but nah, couldn't do much with it.
Well, interesting is they're running the Doomfist and the Reaper with the Zarya, so
Is it the first time a Doomfist has been run in this league?
no, it was running the first week as well, actually. And I believe Colonel Wong is the one who ran it, so as we see Beyond to win, try and take the low ground. The great grenade there from Dark
Defenders
Prince
giving
gets a
up their
lot of
high ground.
members, and Henry's immediately taken down. The Yellow Plates and Colonel Wong trade back 2 kills. As the Primal Rage in the enclosed space, but he only manages to take out Chet.
Only the supports left.
Yeah, that's right.
Ana gets picked off by Doomfist. And this looks good.
Yeah, looks like Beyond to Win should be able to cap it off this unless they manage to get back for a contest, but considering the... No, it looks like YOLO is actually going to back off. Morgan hacks the Mega between the 2 points. And yep, so 6 minutes on the clock for Beyond to Win to try and take the second point. They're going to have to work really hard to try and beat YOLO's time. As we see Nanobrizz get onto OptiCG, he still doesn't have his Dragon Blade. Now he does, he's going to pull it out, and he dashes through the enemy team, gets Yellow Blades immediately, and Yarn Hero Morgan also contributing to the kill feed. Colonel Wong manages to get 2 there on the support of Beyond to Win, but they're actually going to push this, onto the supports of YOLO, I should say, as OptiCG finishes off Colonel Wong. And that's a successful defense for YOLO.
Not even a single point taken. Not a single tick.
Yeah, they aggressively
Very, very
engaged
good
there,
defense.
but actually in the room between the 2 points. So there wasn't really much time for Beyond to Win to get onto the point at all.
I've noticed that YOLO is spreading out their defense quite a lot. Like, not really sticking together. Is that something common?
On the second point, yes. I guess you want to try and make use of that high ground as we see the EMP come out for YOLO. Gets a lot of members actually. Let's see if they can finish off those kills. As we see Nyan Hero, yes, they are finishing him off. Dark Prince gets one, Rini gets Henry on the Lucio, and Bjorn to win thoroughly pushed back here.
Optic G was having a little dance with death over there on like less than 50 health. Somehow is still alive. With great credit to Dark Prince and Rini for keeping him more or less healthy towards the end of that fight.
Well, if you look at the ult economy, YOLO has almost got 5 ults, with Dark Prince probably going to get it by the time the next fight comes around, but...
This next fight is going to be a big one.
Yeah, definitely. There's
Also
5
gonna be
ults
blown.
for Bjorn to win as well, so it's going to be a lot of fireworks in this fight, definitely. As we see them go through the same area again, Norza again gets grenaded, pulse bomb comes out, doesn't get anything with as Norza pulls out this Primal Rage. Sound barrier goes down now for Bjorn to win, and Dark Prince takes out Colonel Wong in the background. Sneaky puts down the Graviton Surge, gets 4 members, as in fact Norza takes out Dark Prince. Nyan Hero gets
Look at that, Morgan just murdered, absolutely murdered Nyan Hero
That's right.
with like 10 HP left. Just the tiniest silver. Nyan Hero can't
The
be feeling
kills
too
being
good.
traded on both sides right now, but it looks like Bjorn to win has a bit of a man advantage. Of course, the spawn times are very much in the defending side's favor on this second point. So I don't expect them to get more than probably 2 ticks here. As the pulse bomb comes out onto Norza, gets yellow plays actually, who's kind of too close to him there. As OptiCG and Sherman on Tracer gets Norza in the end as well. They're dancing around. There's a couple of spawns coming back now for YOLO. Rini on the Mei. Oh, the grenade
YOLO's
out
out.
again for Dark Prince. Gets 3 players, and that's going to definitely force a retreat here from Bjorn to win as the Nano Boost goes on to Nyan Hero. Manages to push out the members of Bjorn to win.
Let's have another look at the alts that are now available for the next fight. So Optic G seems to be close to his blade, same with Nyan Hero. And on defense,
Well, unfortunately, it was a bit even because they all dropped their ults.
even, yeah.
He gets his Dragon Blade now. He's probably going to pull it out. He does, but countered by the sound barrier from Bjorn to win. He's not going to really get much here as Norza takes out the Winston. Yellow plays takes out OptiCG, and it looks like Bjorn to win will be able to get some progress here on the cap meter as they're almost on to 2 ticks here.
Nyan Hero coming back,
Yep, Norza.
drops his shield defensively.
Yeah, Norza pulls out his Primal Rage. He's bashing Dark Prince into the ground. Yellow plays, sorry, takes out 2 on the Reaper. As OptiCG is now back, jumping around the point, trying to delay this cap as much as possible, but gets taken down. Showman is now the only one left on the point, but gets taken down as well by yellow players. And yes, that's a
there we
cap
go.
for Bjorn to win. So in the end,
So what does this mean then? We're going into
Score.
second
yeah, we're
round
going to
at this
extra
point.
rounds, but
Extra round.
Bjorn to win attacks first because they have only 1 minute 51 on the clock. But still managed to cap that second point. There was a big, of course, the second to last fight. Both teams pretty much reset their ult economy, and OptiCG was the only one to really get an ult at the start of that last fight. But when he was countered by the sound barrier, he really couldn't get anything done, which meant that he was taken down. And then Bjorn to win could snowball that onto the point and get a couple of kills. And of course, when YOLO are coming back from the spawn, it's very hard when they're trickling back from the spawn. Really hard to pull back the attacking team. So, well, it's
probably fine.
Attackers.
We sort of like mentioned what was happening.
Coming in. Hello there.
well, it's going to be difficult. I think Bjorn to win have to really work hard because they should, given the amount of time that YOLO does have, there's a very big possibility that they'll be able to cap 2 points. So Bjorn to win have to work really hard here on their push as they start their attack. And they're once again running that Doomfist with the Zarya and the Reaper. And Reinhardt for YOLO though. A bit more defensive of a composition.
YOLO have taken the high ground again. I've noticed this is something they really like. The team seems a little split for YOLO.
Yeah, that's right.
They're all
Then
collapsing in.
Bjorn to win have 6 members on in that room, so
We see
Young Hero has
Reinhardt
been
be
taken very
isolated,
low and taken out that
immediately
Colonel.
murdered.
And the grenade from Dark Prince keeps
Ooh,
other
that
members of
sleep
YOLO.
may have saved that push, stopping Optic G right in his track. Not for long though.
Gets Rini. And Dark Prince trying to keep everyone alive, but Colonel Wong's being grenaded as well. Slowly but surely, Bjorn to win is pulling ahead in the kills, and they're now pushing aggressively off the point to try and clean up the remaining members of YOLO, and it looks like they're able to... They will be able to get that point as they're aggressively still sneaking, and Colonel Wong pushing up, trying to bully the Reinhardt away and try and get a late kill that might allow them to snowball at second point, but Young Hero gets away.
We see Bjorn to win is very close to all their ults, but this is pretty much their last chance, I would think.
Yeah, that's right. And Opti gets the early kill onto Norza, and gets slept as well. Nano Boost now onto Morgan, who's on the Pharah.
Young Hero claims Earth Shadow. Might be searching for a good one.
I think he'll have to pull back here as
No.
Bjorn to win manages to push back YOLO. They now have 5 ults, but also 4 ults ready for YOLO, so this could be another very intense fight coming up next.
We have to pick it up.
But they're almost out of time. They've only got 23 seconds
This
left
is
on
the
clock,
last
so they're gonna
fight.
have. Yeah, this is
No matter
definitely
how
the last
intense it
fight.
is, this will be the last fight. Everything is gonna go to... Well,
So you see, Morgan is trying to get some early damage, and the sound barrier and the graviton surge trying to combo with the meteor strike, but only manages
Shaman goes
to
down.
get Shaman. Nanoboost now onto Norza, but he's grenaded. Morgan pulls out the
Notice that,
barrage, manages
Norza
to get Colonel Wong. Opti
may have
kills
ignored
Yellow
it.
plays, and they manage to push them all off the point, which means there's only one more point gained by Bjorn to win. So current score is 3-2.
Switching sides.
Are you now unmuted, Tanklord? You're muted or unmuted?
Raising the volume.
Rip. Stream can't hear this. Do you want to join us now, Tanklord? Or is dinner not really over yet?
Well, it's high noon somewhere in the world.
Alright then. We'll have enough to finish this off.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Hopefully you can stick around until the next game. So we still have a stream. Maybe.
So yeah, Tanklord, what were you saying about Henry's ult? Can you repeat that? When he was in the graviton
Could have
surge?
altered. Could have just used that ult.
Oh yeah, I know. What you mean. No, I thought he already dropped.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Yeah, a bit of a miscall there, as Tanklord was saying. Henry had his ult the entire time and didn't use it, so. As we see now, Young Hero
Bjorn
is
to win
still
has
on.
wisely taken the high ground. Nothing but a standoff at the moment.
Yeah, Sneaky getting a lot of free damage onto those members of YOLO who are trying to.
You can see he's about 20% ahead of everyone else with his ult.
Yellow plays on the McCree here, so trying to probably shut down Morgan
Look
on
at
that
that,
turret. He goes
backstab.
very low, but manages
Beautiful.
to pull back. Members of YOLO now on the point. Rini takes out Chetches, so and Beyond to Win is very split here, and they a man down as well. Norza gets demeched. Grenade onto Sneaky will mean he'll definitely be taken out. No, Colin Wong manages to get Opti, and Sneaky is still alive. So somehow they managed to somehow on like
Complete
10
rip-off.
health, they didn't manage to secure that kill. So definitely gonna have to be a reset for YOLO. But luckily they have a lot of time here.
We see almost a reversal of events with Sneaky having died way earlier. leaving his opponent on about 10 HP, and now is alive on 10 HP. That's right.
Well,
Morgan's trying to find some free alt charge.
yeah, that's right, but he's not had much
really
luck
in-
with Churches and McCree. Yellow plays on the McCree, keeping him well back.
See Sneaky get his ult, actually. Nothing much else to say beyond
So
that.
interesting, Morgan's kind of been completely zoned out here as YOLO goes in on the point from the right side, the mana boost onto Opti, but he gets flashbanged and can't really get much through that Diva defense matrix as there's a sleep onto the Winston and gets immediately taken out. Rooney takes out Sneaky. Opti demechs Norza from the mech, and the kills are definitely in favor of YOLO now, so it looks like they'll be able to cap this point. As
there it
Morgan's
goes.
trying to delay Bjorn to win as much as possible, and yet they managed to cap the point, so now they have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get one tick on point 2. Switch to Mercy from Dark Prince, Pharah Mercy composition, as we see 2 ults ready for YOLO, the Transcendence and the Barrage. Opti's almost at his Death Blossom, but 4 ults, and almost a self-destruct as well for Bjorn to win, so YOLO will find it very, very hard to push here as Showman gets an early kill onto Norza's mech. And Sneaky aggressively dives in, pops the Transcendence, and Transcendence answered from Cheches as Nyan Hero drops the Earth Shadow, manages to get 2, and there's ult
Self-destruct
being
going out.
popped out. They're literally using everything here to try and get as much value as possible as YOLO plays, takes out Nyan Hero. And that's a definite successful defense for Bjorn to win. So definitely a huge advantage in ult economy. They dropped everything, and predictably they managed to defend the point.
Beyond to Win seems to have nothing in terms of ult charge. They have Visor on the way, but
Well, now,
they'll
yeah,
pretty much
'cause
just
they
be
pretty much
relying on
dropped
that for this fight.
Yeah, they pretty much dropped everything as Opti has the Death Blossom available, and Dark Prince is
It
almost
was a
at
good
that
trade.
res as well. So as we see,
Res and Visor
very
go up.
low. When he has his tack visor up now, let's see if he can try and find an opportunity to use it. Sneaky dives in aggressively onto the members of YOLO, but Showman's on the point, gets flashbang taken out by Yellow players. Eternal One gets Showman as well with the Helix Rockets, but the res comes out for Dark Prince. As you see Norza get demeched, and immediately Rini pops the tack visor, but Cheches answers with the Transcendence, trying to keep the members of his team alive. Eternal One also drops the tack visor, takes out Rini, and Sneaky takes out Opti CG. So kills being traded out. Yellow plays gets
Yellow
2 there
plays.
with the cleanup.
Yellow
Deadeye.
plays, man.
That's right, and Cheches being the bloodthirsty support, cleaning up as well.
So do you think we'll be likely to see a draw out of this?
Yeah, it's definitely possible we could see a draw here. So, as Opti is now on the Tracer. Yeah, Sneaky has the Primal Rage, so they have a chance here to delay a lot. So we'll see if he manages to... Sneaky dives in onto Opti, and he's getting a lot of free damage. Yeah, and Ryan now has Earth Shadow, and Nyan Hero has Earth Shadow. So Sneaky's popped the
Nyan's
Primal
getting
Rage,
played.
he takes out Rini, but Rini, not before Rini takes out Cheches. Yellow play is getting Morgan, demecking Morgan and taking him out, but rezzed up by Dark Prince. Sneaky taking out Nyan Hero late, so he's not rezzed up. Kills being traded left, right. Opti CG gets the Pulse Bomb onto Norza, takes out his mech. And Morgan now getting 2 kills. Rini cleaning up Cheches as well, so... Yep, and they managed
There we
to...
go.
Managed to get the point in the end.
Yellow, pulling it back.
Final.
Yeah, pulling it back. Very bit YOLO there, a bit all over the place. Scrappy fight, but
Hey, this is what we expect of like the favorites of this season.
that's
It's
right.
inaugural season. Oh, thank God.
I didn't see Nyan Hero what he managed to get with the Earth Shadow, but he definitely used it. So
I did not
with
see
the
it
Nano
from,
Blade in the play of the game.
Triple kill.
Don't know about you, but mine bugged out horribly.
Yeah, same.
Poor Noza getting hunted down. Absolutely hunted down.
Epic.
Someone needs to show how it's done.
But yeah, I think the Diva getting D-Mech there on the high ground, Rini immediately popping the attack bite to getting that kill. Just started the momentum shift towards YOLO in that fight. So, yep.
Now entering King's
Alright,
Row.
well,
Hello.
the second map has been chosen by Bjorn to win as King's Row. So what did you think about both teams' performance on that first map on Horizon, Munchki?
It was surprisingly close. With YOLO being the favorites, I expected a bit more of a steamroll, but Bjorn to win really put up a very valiant defense, and I think it came down to literally half a hair. Half a hair, just one or two players.
Yeah, couple of
couple of
mistakes
mistakes.
or a couple of clutch plays at the end there. Yeah, definitely changed the game. So could have gone either way.
Let's take a look at these pretty chandeliers.
Chandeliers. Oh, we'll see.
What else am I going to use this for?
Actually, we could actually see the Junkrat come out here. This is a very Korean strat, the anti-dive composition. So,
I've always found a lot of trouble with
Remember your
Junkrat.
training?
Bleh,
We'll get through this
Junkrat.
just
well,
fine.
this in
Junkrat.
particular with the
Junkrat.
Reinhardt, Zarya, Junkrat, and Soldier is a very new like composition
Attack
that's
commences
been
in 30 seconds.
pioneered by South Korean World Cup team and also a Chinese team called Miraculous Youngster. So it's been heralded as like, you know, the counter to the dive composition. And as we
Junkrat
see-
finally being brought into the meta.
Yeah, well, he
after
works
so
very well,
many-
especially on King's Road defense. So we'll see whether YOLO managed to react to this.
5, 4, 3,
Ah.
2, 1. Attack commences.
No, we're seeing triple DPS with the Hanzo. We'll see if... I think Rini's going to change here. But yes, he does. He changes to the Zenyatta. So Pharah by itself with Zarya, Ana, Zen, and Reinhardt. And the Genji to complete the composition. So it's not a full dive comp, it's a bit slower with the Reinhardt. So
We can see Colonel Wong and Optic having a tiny skirmish off in the corner here. This may decide whether Colonel Wong is able to hold on to that top.
But I think he manages to, pull back. So as we see them taking, YOLO, taking the long flank, and they're actually going to go up to the high ground as well. So this is kind of how you have to play against this anti-dive composition. You can't jump right onto it, and we see a really nice rotation as well. The correct rotation from Bjorn to win. Caught me a little bit surprised.
You sound so surprised. So surprised.
It's actually like a pro level strat going on here, not a gold plateau. But YOLO gets Yanker in the end. But Opti answers with the kill with Nonza. Kills being traded as Cheches gets Opti and gets Showman. So a lot of bulbs being thrown in the direction of YOLO, I guess. As YOLO cleans up Morgan in the end. The Junkrat's taking out the Pharah to complete the defense.
Poor YOLO.
So
But yeah, they tried so hard. Did you see much of what Yellow Players was doing last match? Like, in the last 30 seconds? Because I don't know, but he has his ult right now. He must have done something.
well, I think he got a lot of free damages as Bjorn to Win actually dived on. So especially onto that Reinhardt, as they're all being contained in that room right now. The hotel don't want to go through there with the Junkrat spamming through it. So poke wall now going ahead. As Opti pulls out Dragon Blade, countered by the Zenyatta Transcendence. Kana Wong takes out the Reinhardt, and that's the end of that attack. Absolutely.
It was
wrecked.
over before it began.
That was a brilliant reaction there from Chetches on the Zenyatta, immediately pulling out the Transcendence, and the rest of his team diving on to the members of YOLO. This is a really practiced strategy, it looks like, from Bjorn to Win, so... And it's just completely confounding YOLO. They're not really too sure about how to approach this with the Junkrat spam going through. As we see YOLO taking out Opti in that hotel, so it's going to delay that push again. They pull back.
Once more, the trap and concussion mine combo. That's being changed next patch, isn't it?
No, Junkrat's being given 2 mines now, so if anything's been made better. So
I could swear he was getting a damage reduction. Was
well,
that
actually,
not,
Morgan's not being able to do a lot with Colonel Wong on the high ground and Chet just discording him all the time. As but countered by the Transcendence, so the Graviton Surge goes down, Transcendence goes down, Morgan pops the barrage and manages to get 2 kills though. Colonel Wong on the high ground with the attack visor, gets 2 in return. Chet just takes out Opti, so a bit even here. It's 2 men to 3 on the point. The attacking team do have the spawn advantage here, but Showman and Dark Prince are completely contained in that room.
We can see that YOLO does still own most of the hotel.
Well, really good sound barrier there from Henry. Manages to keep the members of his team alive as the Earth Shatter comes. He's booped away, but I think he's done enough. As Young Hero answers with his own Earth Shatter, getting 4 people, where Chet just keeps everyone alive with the Transcendence. Sneaky takes out his opposite, Zarya, and Henry taking out the Reinhardt. I think this will be a defense for Bjorn to win. Very, very nicely played. As we see the members of YOLO desperately trying to get onto the point, but kill field is all blue right now. And the overtime ticks down. Bjorn to Win successfully full holds.
Amazing performance by Bjorn to Win. Absolutely amazing. As Tangled has it is in the name. But we didn't see that next previous round, did we? Did we?
Well, it looks like they were well prepared for King's Row. Like, using that kind of strategy, the rotations, the timing on the Transcendence and the sound barrier, absolutely on point. So, can't really fault their play.
For Bjorn to Win?
I'm not too sure, actually. I don't have... I haven't talked to the members of Bjorn to Win much, so... But whoever's doing it, they're doing a good job on King's Row.
Beautiful, amazing job. Oh, it was a bit of a
so what was interesting there was
that
what I found interesting there was that Morgan actually ran Pharaoh, which is supposedly the counter to his composition, but he really couldn't get anything done. We kind of won completely uncontested on the high ground, and Chet is getting
had
those...
the high ground just for the most of the match.
Yeah, that's right. The Diva, as well, I don't know if Tankload's still muted, but Tankload did suggest getting a Diva would have been a good hero pick for YOLO to try and make things easier against the Junkrat spam. And of course, Kana Wong's hit scan damage. Yep, Soldier. As we see, YOLO plays on the Widowmaker for the attack. He might decide to keep this, we never know. This Kana Wong will probably put out a Sonic Arrow and then switch, I would imagine.
Does the Sonic Arrow stay around when you switch?
Yeah, no, but it allows you to scout if anyone is randomly trying to ambush you from like near the point, so taking some kind of aggressive defense. And it also allows you to scout for like an enemy Widowmaker or something like that. So as we see, the Mercy out for Morgan on the defense for YOLO.
Oh, turn it up.
And the Reinhardt and Winston combo. As we see, Bjorn to win taking the high ground. In fact, this Kenowong has remained on the Hanzo, and Yellow plays, sorry, has swapped off onto the
We see
Genji.
the surround slowly being built here.
They're taking a long flank up onto the high ground. They're spamming a lot of Hanzo damage on, as we see Norza jump in.
We see the engage by Yellow and
Yeah, Yellow dashing through the enemy team, but they've had to pull back as Norza gets taken out. Kenowong does answer with a kill onto Rini, so we'll see if he manages to get another one here.
I don't think this is a tenable positioning for Bjorn to win. No, YOLO. YOLO seems to be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah,
as
they're
currently
being pushed back as Norza is now respawned. He aggressively dives onto of TCG, and in fact, Kenowong now has his ult, and Churches has Transcendence to pop that out. Kenowong is just completely uncontested as we see the
the
two
res
man
goes
res,
down.
and he's just raining damage out onto the members of, and he pulls out
Bjorn
the
to win,
dragon
maybe daggering the
as
ults
well,
here.
but Sherman has now been nano boosted. Kills going all the way of YOLO here, and I think this would be a successful defense. And in fact, I think there was a bit of a bit of an ambitious Dragon Blade there by Yellow Plays as well. So he's going to rue that one. It's not going to have
Maybe
that one
it's a
for the next fight.
miscommunication there. Not a lot of that was coordinated at all.
Yeah, it looks,
YOLO just spent like one ult for all of that.
yeah, that's right. So not very efficient from Bjorn to win, definitely. But they have the Primal Rage, and they still have that Transcendence. Kenowong is now on the
See YOLO
surface, so he
being
swapped
very,
off.
very close to all their ults. And Bjorn Twin only has their Winston and their Transcendence.
Yeah, that's right. And a couple of ults coming online now for YOLO, so they're gonna have a bit of a hard time. YOLO is on a flanking mission.
Hello! Sorry.
As we see the Power Rage come out now for Norza, the Graviton Surge but countered by the Transcendence by Churches.
You see Morgan
the
waiting
Shadow
for the
comes
res.
down, gets 3 members, and Morgan reses up Rini and Young Hero. Sound Barrier now dropped again by Henry, keeping the members of his team alive. But and the opposite.
Really tried.
Sorry,
Really didn't really do much.
Words are now failing me.
match to Bjorn to win.
As, in fact, Bjorn to win managed to get that tick with that Graviton Surge. I don't know what to say about that attack. I really don't. There was just a lot of pressing the Q button.
There's a lot of cues. There's a lot of
Nothing
cues.
dying because Churches actually, I have to say,
The game.
Churches was the star on this map for Bjorn to win. The Transcendences were just
On point.
absolutely on point, especially when he got Graviton Surge there.
Already.
Quadruple kill.
And as Norza gets play of the game, 61% kill participation.
Ah,
Epic.
Well, I have to say, Bjorn to win were definitely well prepared for King's Row, so very good map pick, and they managed to pull out the win as well in a very convincing manner.
so YOLO gets to pick the next match, and I think we're going to go to break while they do that. So, hey, see you in a bit. Do.
Now arriving
Well,
at
it looks like
Okay.
we're onto Lee Jung Tower, chosen by YOLO. So 1-1 here with Bjorn to win, actually pulling out a really monster performance on King's Row. So a much closer game than I thought it was going to be. What do you think?
I don't think it was close at all. Bjorn to win, just had it.
Well, in terms of the entire series, in the context of the series, I thought YOLO would go through with a 2-0, but
yeah. Bjorn to win taking one from them was wholly unexpected. Let's have a look around this beautiful drop.
but of course,
Okay, so
on control, there's only so much really you can prepare for control. A lot of it is based on individual mechanics and reactive shot calling. So they seem very prepared for King's Row with their own version of the miraculous youngster anti-dive strat on defense, and also, well, that gave them so much of an advantage. The attack round really didn't matter. They had so much time to get that one tick, so it was only really a matter of time. King's Row first point being one of the harder ones to defend.
So I think we'll be following the story of Colonel Wong from here on out.
Well, no matter, we will be uploading some vlogs later on. So, looks like everyone's trying to get onto the point. As YOLO gets an early kill onto Opti with the Genji. Rini takes out Nausea though in answer. So still see that Pokeball coming out. YOLO plays dashing onto the enemy team, gets
Colonel Wong's
two.
doing a good job keeping himself alive this time round.
As we see Wong taking out Morgan as well. He tries to.
I didn't notice this last match, but he's using color very, very well to not really require healing.
Well,
Wish I could do that.
Well, to confuse everyone, again, YOLO is blue, and YOLO is red. So,
Let me just switch this around for myself.
as we
I have
see,
little like post-it notes.
Morgan is now switched off onto Diva and a strange switch of Reinhardt onto Nyan Hero, so no longer a dive comp, really, but a very standard dive comp from Bjorn to win.
We'll see yellow players from Beyond to win have his.
Well,
final place in this fight.
I say standard, but in fact they're playing triple DPS with only Nausea on the tank as he gets taken to half health, but gets healed up in the end. Colonel One
So Beyond to
takes
win had
out
3 ults at the
Darkness. That was an amazing rocket just as the Reinhardt barrier fell. Takes out Sneaky with a 5-strike, but YOLO dashes in, takes out Showman. Nausea following up onto Nyan Hero, and YOLO plays cleaning up house with those dashes. And once again, a successful hold for Bjorn to win. So they're having a lot of success with this.
Beyond to win is just like
on Legion Tower.
just using their ults way more efficiently.
Oh, that late kill onto Opti, going to delay them a lot. Pretty much a nightmare scenario here for YOLO right now.
YOLO.
They're gonna start attacking anyway, and Lucia's gonna ferry Opti.
I'm almost rooting for YOLO now. It's starting to look
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit like the underdogs.
Sorry.
Just a little bit.
We see
Dragon Blade goes out.
Dragon Blade pulled out for Opti, he gets Sneaky, he gets Colonel Wall, and in fact gets Cheches as well. This is despite Cheches
See Henry
pulling
here
out
cut
the
off.
Transcendence, so
Cut off.
I'm not sure what really happened there. In fact, I know what happened, it was a Nano Blade, so manages to burst through that Transcendence.
We saw Henry get cut down by Morgan there. It's a little bit of a misplay to get so separated from the rest of his team. Wasn't able to provide
Really a
them any
Nano
kind of
Blade
healing.
there for
Really.
Opti, as we see the self-destruct pulled out very aggressively,
Ooh.
manages to get nothing.
How did that not kill anyone?
I think it kind of got stuck on that archway there. So.
Damn it, Jeff.
But crucially, actually, Bjorn managed to get 99, so they only need to pull off a switch once in order to win this map. As we see Nausea diving in here, the grenade goes down, but doesn't manage to save Nausea back. Sound barrier out now for Bjorn to win. As Rini also pulls in an attack visor,
Attack visor.
and the nano boost
This will
onto
be
the
their play.
Reinhardt. But YOLO plays is
Attack
getting
visor
a
comes
lot of kills, and attack visor's out now for Colonel. But he doesn't manage to really get much. He has to back away. As we see Morgan demeched again, YOLO plays
Ooh.
slashing everyone with that Dragon Blade, and that was Dragon Blade
This
to
will be-
clean up the last
this will be
3
map, I think.
remaining members. As Pulse Bomb goes out onto Dark Prince, but Yellow Players manages to clean him up before it explodes. And the Celebration Transcendence for Cheches pretty much...
Celebratory fireworks.
Yeah, well, that pretty much sums up their entire map because they managed to get the early cap with some really good play from Yellow, and since that they only managed. Since then, Yellow only manages to switch it back once when they have an overwhelming ult advantage, and immediately get switched back again, and they take the map. So, not sure what to really say about that, but Yellow really carrying Bjorn to win here on this map. Some amazing Genji blades.
You said YOLO, so I assume you meant yellow plays.
Yeah, that's right, man. I meant Yellow plays. I did say Yellow plays, didn't I?
No,
I
you
said
said
Yellow.
YOLO.
I said Yellow. I meant Yellow, not YOLO. My bad.
I was like, I would like to thank the enemy team. Was what I said. So I was ever so slightly confused. And we
interesting to
see
know
here
both-
Bjorn to win flanking round.
Yeah, interesting to know
And
both
engage.
teams are now playing Reaper. So, and Kenowong back on that Doomfist as he charges in, gets nothing. But
This is a control
he gets a
point map. I
Reaper
expected
shotgun to his
Reaper way
face. That's what he
earlier.
gets. So, it's really cleaning up
Surprise
Cheches. And Norza
Henry goes
answering
down.
back, but Jan here manages to get Henry. Kills being traded out here, but of course,
Bjorn to win, having
Team
lost all
YOLO
their
has
healers,
mad
doesn't look
advantage.
good for them at all. And it's all they can do to pull away.
yeah, as Yellow Plays gets 2 back with the help of Kenowong.
Yellow plays might have saved that.
Yeah, well, he's trying to do as much as he can here. Rooney takes out Yellow in the end, and in fact, the members of Bjorn to win respawning, but it looks like the first cap does go to YOLO. And Bjorn to win have to pull back as they get chased out by the Tracer. They're going to regroup and try again. But yeah, Bjorn to win again using that triple DPS, but instead with the Doomfist this time. And the Reaper. As Sneaky gets down to very low, and he's taken up, and Kenowong takes down Hero out, so a bit of a trade. Shadow Yellow Plays takes out the Dragon Blade, but Opti in the background gets Kenowong and Norza with the Death Blossom, and Yellow really can't get much with that blade, so it's like he has to pull back. He's taken very
It's a
low
valiant-
and a
valiant
very
try.
late kill
Very
as
valiant
well.
try.
So yeah, looks like YOLO are doing much better on this point. They do have a significant ult advantage as well. So
Do we know if we have the camera still on Colonel Wong, or have we gone into?
I'm not sure who we have the camera on anymore.
It was no, it was Colonel Wong, but
Well, Rini
I don't
gets that
know
rocket
if
punch
we have-
onto. Sorry, Kenowong gets a rocket punch onto Rini, and Sneaky pulls out the Death Blossom. Cheches also pulling out the Transcendence to keep everyone alive and confirm that point switch. And it looks like, yep, there's a definite clean team fight win there for Bjorn to win. And they even up the ult economy as well, so very efficient there. As
They're
Dark
not-
Prince actually dropped the nano boost during that fight, so not much gain from that one.
Feel the healing beat.
You see they're going through that back room yet again. Sound barrier out now for YOLO. They're trying to get back onto the point, but answered with the sound barrier from... And the Dragon Blade out for YOLO Plays. He gets Dark Prince again.
And the Qs
gets
are pressed.
Opti. And I think this is going to be a successful hold for Bjorn to win again. YOLO once again with the hero plays.
Showman having a graceful reset over there. Absolutely graceful
He's
reset.
like, you're not going to get me. I die on my own.
Get you here.
I keep my ult charged. Thank you very much. It's a good thing.
You see YOLO once again building up towards that Dragon Blade. And Kenowong gets taken down early by Opti, so
It's a
this
beautiful
might be a
early pick.
chance here for YOLO to try and push the team fight win as Rini's trying to cause as much
YOLO
damage as possible
pushing
in the background.
You
And
can
the
see Sneaky going up.
Transcendence.
Sneaky coming down with your Death Blossom, getting Morgan. Will that be enough though?
The Earth Shadow was dropped there by Young Hero, but completely countered by the Transcendence from Churches, as we see YOLO Plays once again dashing through members of YOLO. Dark Prince gets slept, and teabagged on by yellow players. I was like,
This is a clean, family-friendly league. None of that behavior should be allowed.
well, once again, well, as we see, they're trying to desperately get onto the point, and before they manage, and yellow plays now pulling out the Dragon Blade. Not really getting much, but I think the damage is pretty much already
This
being
looks
done.
pretty well in the bag for Bjorn
Comes
to
out of
win.
his Wraith form.
And
Dark
then
Prince
we go.
also being taken out. And as I was saying before that fight rudely interrupted me. Really, YOLO dropped all of their ults in that second last fight. They dropped everything, and they got nothing. They didn't even manage to switch the point momentarily. So I'm not sure what you can really say about that, but really good ult efficiency from Bjorn to win, and YOLO absolutely carrying with the help of Chetches, of course, the two star players of this Bjorn to win team.
So much dick sucking. So much dick sucking. No, but no, like, they've been doing very, very well for their team, I would think.
Hey, I'm just calling it as it is, mate. Okay. I don't partake in that kind of
Those kinds of activities.
no. Darkman's actually on the
Seen
side.
also going in.
Interesting pick here for this map. But you do see it every now
not
and
fearing
again.
for his life.
Well, early kills going the way of Bjorn to win, but Morgan answers back with a kill onto Norza. Now Bjorn to win have complete control of that point area as it's just about to unlock. This respawn's coming out. Darkman still hasn't got the oh, he manages to get the hack on him, but Sherman takes out Sneaky and Bjorn to win get the first cap as we
One thing
see.
that's interesting is YOLO have finally what?
Well, I'm not sure
YOLO
what to say about that, but YOLO has just managed to dash through
Darkman's
two members of
tried.
the enemy team, take them out. They takes out Morgan's mech as well, and I'm not sure
guess
what
it's
to
a
really
good
say.
thing.
Other than
It's a good thing that Dark Prince still has his ult. They're gonna need it for the next
they
push.
managed to charge up a really fast EMP. But he's gonna lose control of his health back now as well, which means he has to re-hack it.
Bjorn to win looks to be very much in the lead in terms of ults. We
Yeah,
see
well, as you
YOLO
would expect.
burnt the attack visor. Nyan hasn't really gotten as much farm as he needs.
I need this later. See you later.
Bjorn to win is coming into the site with a significant advantage. Is
will
our
see.
observer back? Diva Mech goes out and misses the window.
But the EMP comes out, and Opti takes out Chetches in the background, and the Dragon Blade now out for Opti. Dark Prince and Rini teaming up to claim the remaining kills, as Tracer is the only one now left alive for Bjorn to win. But no, Yellow Blaze is now back as well. And it looks like this will be a team fight win and a point switch, sorry, for YOLO. But 64% accumulated, so not a bad effort. As all of the members pretty much got EMP'd there, so it was almost inevitable really how that fight was going to go.
YOLO did spend a lot to get that point though, and Bjorn to win's going to be coming into this with Meteor Strike, Sound Barrier, and there goes both Primal Raiders.
There goes Showman, Colonel One rocket punching him. As Opti gets the
Two
answer.
very angry monkeys having a tip off.
Yeah, that's right. Colonel One once again rocket punching ready. And as we see the
Here comes in the
Meteor Strike come out, doesn't really manage to get anything, but the quad sound barrier to keep
Perfect timing.
Colonel Wong alive. Answered by the sound barrier now for YOLO. As we see Colonel One taking out Morgan's mech. Morgan falling off the map somehow. And
Bjorn to win
Chetches
pops the Transcendence.
Chetches with the Transcendence.
Whoa!
Oh, Rini pulls out Tactical Visor in a very disadvantageous situation, but I mean he manages to get the refund, so I'm not sure what you can say about that. But
I think he died popping it. So it's
yeah, he
fine.
did. He did, and
He
he
tried.
gets the refund though, so he still has it. And we see a very aggressive holding position now for Bjorn to win. Pretty much the correct play, really.
Bjorn to win once again with the ult advantage.
They're trying to deny that health back as much as physically possible to try and deny that EMP. But Dark Prince has almost got it now at 90%. Colonel Wong once again getting ready with the rocket punch as the Primal Rage comes out for Norza.
97,
Groups Nyan Hero off the
98.
map. Colonel Wong taking out Sherman as well.
We're in overtime.
And we're in overtime now. Sneaky taking out Opti CG. Morgan also being taken out cleanly,
And Bjorn to win.
and the
Bjorn to
celebratory
win.
Dragon Blade for yellow players.
Bjorn to win takes it. Just,
In fact,
wow.
that was
So well
a
played.
dominating display by Bjorn to win on control.
If
So-
I had my doubts before about Bjorn to win, they're all gone now.
Yeah, that's right. And they've really stepped it up. They were a little bit shaky on that first map, but once they got that coordination going, it's nothing really that YOLO could do. It had absolutely no answers.
Alright, I think we're gonna have to go from here.
Epic.
They might. Alright. We can just do VODs for it. I don't think it really
Yeah,
matters that much.
looks like we won't be able to
We'll do a
stream
VOD.
the second game, unfortunately, but we'll upload some VODs for it later.
VODs. Alright. Well, goodbye and good night, I guess.